Hi guys, welcome to Carol's Universe. It's Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your week ahead reading. Just to let you know how the reading's going to go, we do your weekly check-in first. Then we have a look at more specifically your work, stroke finance, and we also have a look at your love life during the week. I'd like to say, guys, thanks ever so much for joining me this week for your reading. And yeah, sit back, relax, and enjoy. So we're going to do this week your week ahead reading. We're looking at the 8th through to the 14th of June 2020. For your reading, guys, the cards that we are using are the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot. Those cards will be looking at your general situation for the week. We're looking at the Light Seers Tarot for your career, and the Tarot Grand Lux for Love by Chira Marchetti. For spiritual advice, we're using my Crazy Sexy Love Notes by Chris Carr. Really love this deck. Okay, sit back, guys, and enjoy. Oh, hi there, Pisces. Hi, Pisces. Welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your week ahead reading. This is the 8th to the 14th of June 2020. So for your general, we're going to use the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot. For your career, we're using the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann, and for love, we're using Tarot Grand Lux by Chira Marchetti. All right, we're going to make a start. Okay, Pisces, the cards are down. Let's have a look at what the general message is this week. So the Knight of Swords shows up here. I think it's important, maybe, Pisces, this week to really focus on your goals and moving forward in that direction. Okay, this is a very much an action-orientated card. So I think that the focus this week has to be on taking action with that Knight of Swords. Okay, we've got a Page of Wands as well. I mean, there could be some unexpected message that comes in as well. But I think that there is a need to take action in terms of a new path. All right, so there is a real need now. It's almost like with the Knight of Swords, there's almost like a sense of urgency. Because the Knight of Swords means something that is very urgent. So I think that there is a need to really take action and really to pursue with this Page of Wands energy, take action and really kind of, there's a sense of urgency now. I think with this Knight of Swords energy that you kind of focus on this new path, taking action towards this new path of the Page of Wands energy showing here. Yeah, and you've got this Wheel of Fortune here. The Wheel of Fortune is the new phase. For me, I mean, you can read this as a completion of a cycle, but the thing with the Wheel of Fortune is the cycle never really, I mean, you can get one cycle that completes with a wheel and then you get the next phase, because it's not like the world, like you would have the completion of a cycle and then you would have, you know, something new, like a new beginning coming in, you know, the ending and then the new, with or like the Death card does, those types of cards, or even Judgment. With the wheel, things tend to go round in circles. Things are very cyclical with the wheel energy showing here. So it almost feels like you need to start taking action. There's a sense of urgency now where you should be really focusing on pursuing this new path. Okay, we're getting the next phase, this new phase with the Wheel of Fortune energy showing in, coming in. This all feels very, very, very quick. Look at those cards. Wow, look how fast. They're very fast. That's incredible. Look at the cards. Look how fast each one of them moves. Look at the Wheel of Fortune showing here. We've got the change showing up here with the Wheel of Fortune showing up here. This could be a temporary change. I mean, with the Wheel of Fortune, things are cyclical. So things may be up one moment, they may be down the next. Things might be one way one moment, they may be one, you know, another way the next. So everything kind of has its season with the Wheel of Fortune energy. We've got the 8 of Wands energy. There's advancement and there's movement. I mean, for me, the Wheel of Fortune and the 8 of Wands energy means unexpected advancement, or for me it could mean something like with the Wheel of Fortune that you're in the right place, or now is the right time. You're in a really lucky place. Now is the right time to start moving, because the Wheel of Fortune also means that you're at the right place. It's the right time. This feels like it's a good time to move. It really does. It's almost like it's saying now, this is why we have the Knight of Swords, I think, Pisces, because it's almost saying to you, there's a sense of urgency here. You know, now is the time to take action in terms of this new path that you're on, Page of Wands, because with the Wheel of Fortune, you're in the right place now to start really taking action with that Eight of Wands energy showing there. And it feels, I mean, this is like really interesting, your reading. It's really, really good, I think. This Eight of Wands, this is going to, the world energy, it's interesting because we've got 3 cards. Well, actually, no, I mean, all 4 of the cards mean travel and movement as well. But I think that this is travel and movement in terms of a spiritual sense, or in terms of maybe an educational sense, or maybe a job sense. I mean, the world as it is at the moment, there's not much travel going on, even though each one of these cards can mean travel. The Knight of Swords is a travel card. Page of Wands is travel. Wheel of Fortune is traveling to different destinations around the world. It's like a map. The Eight of Wands is travel through air. The World card is like, you know, worldwide travel or traveling to another country. So the thing that seems to strike me about all of these cards, Pisces, is the similarity, or the message behind all of them, which I think is to do with travel. And it's almost like now is the time for movement. Now is the time for movement. Okay? And I feel that this is successful completion of some form of the Eight of Wands is progress and advancement and movement. Okay? The Eight of Wands is success, movement, travel. And then the world energy talks about something completing itself. So it's almost like a successful completion of something here with this Eight of Wands energy showing there. But it's an interesting one within your reading. I just feel that the universe is saying now is the time to take action. Now is the time for movement. It's almost like it's saying now you must pursue with this Knight of Swords energy, this new path showing here. I feel that this is the right time for you to move towards advancing here, okay? It's almost like advancing towards the goal, because the Eight of Wands is advancing, and that's your goal card. So it's almost like it's saying it's now is the right time, the Wheel of Fortune energy, for you to advance towards the goal. So I just think it's now is the time. It's almost like saying you've got to jump, and it's really interesting. Your reading is Pisces, but these cards for me, especially that Knight of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Eight of Wands, especially those cards there, it's almost like there's an urgency to them, and they're actually saying to you, now is the time, Pisces, now is the time for you to take action and pursue this new path, okay? You're in a really positive, and it's almost like the universe is saying that right now, between the 8th and the 14th of June, I don't know whether we're going through any type of planetary movement, or because I'm not an astrologer or anything, but it feels like it's saying that now is the time to expand yourself, okay? To also, I feel, rise with the Eight of Wands energy, to almost kind of expand those horizons with the Eight of Wands energy, but also to, you know, to progress with this Eight of Wands energy, to advance with the Eight of Wands energy towards your goal. I think that you're in the perfect time to do it in the next few days. So I think that that's the message generally. What is the message for career? For career, you've got some very good cards, Pisces. Nine of Cups is satisfaction and joy and wishes coming true and things being fulfilled with the Nine of Cups energy showing here. The Four of Swords energy showing here. So the Four of Swords for me is all about a peaceful resolution to a situation, or this could be taking a break. So in terms of work, this for me with the Four of Swords would be about taking a break. So I think that some of you guys are overjoyed, because I think that some of you guys may be actually taking a break here. You could even be withdrawing with the Four of Swords energy. I think that the Knight of Cups in terms of a work reading would mean an invitation here, or yeah, an invite or an offer. So this feels like withdrawing an offer. You're happy to withdraw the offer. Happy to withdraw the offer showing here. So what you're experiencing in work, Nine of Cups energy, joy. Joy and happiness is the Nine of Cups energy. Wishes coming true. Withdrawing from an offer. So I think some of you guys might be turning something down here. Your intuition is telling you something. We're here with the High Priestess showing here. Yeah, I think that your intuition is telling you to, you know, to break free, as it were, with the Tower energy. And almost with the Tower energy, it's not just about breaking free, but I think it's almost like to explore something else with that Tower energy as well, because this is almost like doing it's almost like it's telling your intuition is telling you to do something radical actually with the Tower, because you're not really breaking free from anything. This looks like it was something new that was brought to you, Pisces. And that's you there anyway. That's your card, High Priestess is Pisces. So I think with the Nine of Cups energy, for work, some of you guys are going to be kind of like, with that Nine of Cups, really, really overjoyed and happy because you've decided probably to withdraw from some form of an offer that's been made for you work-wise. Your intuition is telling you, actually, this probably looks too safe. Maybe I need to be doing something out of my comfort zone. So your intuition could be saying to you, you know, with the Tower energy, you know, you don't want to do this, Pisces, your intuition says to you. You know, that's what it's saying, because that's intuition. My intuition, i.e. Pisces, says, my intuition tells me, don't accept the offer that's come my way. What I need to be doing is either something radically different with the Tower, or I need to be coming out of a comfort zone. In other words, really, just to sum it up, I think your intuition is telling you to do something radically different. So I think that in terms of work, you're not really looking to play it safe. Finally, in terms of love, what have we got? I hope I've not done these reverse. No, I haven't. Okay. The Fool in the reverse shows up here. So the Fool in the reverse for me is somebody that doesn't want to take a risk. They're afraid to take a risk. There's real fear. They're really thinking about their actions with the Fool energy showing there. The Eight of Cups. I think that some of you guys are afraid in terms of love. It's either you or somebody else. There's a sense of fear here in terms of walking away from a situation with the Eight of Cups energy. There's a lot of feelings here with the Ace of Cups energy showing up here. The Knight of Cups energy. There's a lot of feelings. There's a lot of love, a lot of feelings. So the heart is still open, I think, here with the Eight of Cups energy. And that's you there with the Knight of Cups as well. It's funny how you sit underneath your High Priestess, two Pisces cards. So that's you there. I feel that your heart is still open here with both cards. I think that your heart is still open with the Knight of Cups energy. Yeah, definitely to the Two of Cups. I think that you're still in love with somebody here. There's a lot of feelings. Your feelings are still there, I think, with the Ace of Cups. But the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups, for me, are cards that represent that the heart is still open. Because if you look at both cards, the cup is on both cards and both cups are open, which to me signifies the open heart. So I think that your heart is still open in a relationship. You're still in love with somebody, I would say, here in a relationship. And that's why you're fearing walking away. So there's a need really just to think about your actions, really. Because I think that there's still quite a bit of love here. I think there's still quite a bit of love for you and for another individual in your life here, Pisces. Let's quickly get this reading again before we do the spiritual advice. So, firstly, in terms of the general reading, I think the universe is trying to advise you that between the 8th and the 14th of June 2020, there is a need for you. There is an urgency now. It's saying it's now or never. It's almost like for some reason, between the 8th and the 14th, it has to be in that time. There is an urgency. There is a need for you to really kind of pursue this new path here. I think with the Wheel of Fortune, you're in a really, I think it's almost like the universe. I think it may be Jupiter. I think that, I don't know whether Jupiter is playing anything into your sign or anything in this time, Pisces, but it feels to me that you're at the perfect point. You're at the right time with that Wheel of Fortune to start expanding your horizons with the Eight of Wands, and also to start with the Eight of Wands energy progressing towards the goal that you have. So it's almost like for some reason between the 8th and the 14th, the universe is saying just get on it, just do it. And these are all very, very powerful movement cards, every single one of them. So it's really, really important that if you've got a goal, if there's something that you've really been looking to do, that you start doing it between the 8th and the 14th of June. For career, some of you guys are feeling content and happy and probably overjoyed, either that an offer is withdrawn, or you're feeling happy and comfortable enough to withdraw from a particular offer in terms of work. I think your intuition is telling you that you should be doing something radically different from whatever that offer was. Finally, in terms of love, I'm seeing a little bit of fear here in terms of walking away from a relationship. I just feel with the Eight of Cups and the Knight of Cups and the Two of Cups, you're still very much in love with an individual here. So some of you guys might be having some second thoughts. So there may be need to really think about that one. Okay, let's have a quick look at your spiritual advice. Spiritual advice, a new day. That's it for the 8th to the 14th. So let go of what was in order to make room for what's to come. It may be time to release a relationship. Well, that doesn't look likely there, does it? Release a relationship that has run its course, a job that's lost It's luster. I think that you're certainly doing that. I mean, I don't think that this was a job. It looks to me like it was an offer off something, but you've decided to decline it. Happy to decline because you're withdrawing. So happy to decline, you know, a work offer here. Your intuition tells you that there's something, you know, you need to be doing doing something radically different, showing there. So this I think would definitely pan into this so far. A job that's lost its luster or a depleting commitment. The past is over. What's done is done. Acknowledge the feelings, learn from the experience, and give yourself permission to release any negative emotions or guilt. When one area of our life falls apart, new opportunities fall into place. Fantastic. And that's why I think it's saying what it's saying here as well. You know, we can look at so many areas of this reading. I mean, this one, I don't know whether you would possibly follow up on that advice because I think that you're still very much in love with someone and it's difficult to walk away. But certainly in terms of work, I see you not taking on a particular opportunity because your intuition is heavily saying that you need to kind of do something radically different, come out of your comfort zone, just do something that is completely different to what you've done before. And in terms of the general, there's something here. This is very fast. The universe is saying it's urgent, urgent, urgent. Do it now, now, now. So it's time really to pursue some form of a new opportunity or a new goal here. All right, that is your reading. I'd like to say, Pisces, thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. If you like your own private reading, click on the link in the comment section or the end screen. Okay, have a great week, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.